Matt Tate from the Journal World in Lawrence. Hey, was that the response you guys needed after Michigan State?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I feel like defensively we have a lot to work on, but it was nice to at least get some guys' confidence back. You know, so I think a couple guys on the team could definitely have used that game offensively.
Thanks, Landon. Other questions for the players? Second row on the right.
Svi, what was the key in setting your career high for threes tonight?
You know, probably I think it's the teammates because Frank, Devontae, and everybody else was driving the ball very good, and I just get it open looks and just make shots.
Second row, left side.
Rustin Dodd, Kansas City Star. Svi, seemed like you were shooting the ball with a lot of confidence tonight. Are there certain nights where you just feel like, you know, maybe every ball is going in the basket?
You know, like I said, if it's an open look, it's a pretty easy shot. So I just need to make that.
Second row.
Landon, what did you think of Svi's threes and your team's offense tonight?
You know, I think people got a rhythm back offensively, shot the ball well. The kind of defense they were playing was something that we really haven't seen. And so it was, you know, good for us to kind of get out there and make some shots. And good to see Svi and some of the other shooters get some confidence going. So offensively, I think we definitely got a lot of confidence back this game.
Any final player questions? One more on the second row, right side.
Svi, what did you think of Chaminade, and what was the key to pulling away so early?
We were talking about them, and we know that they're a pretty good team. They're shooting a lot of threes, and they driving the ball very good. And we just try to play defense, but it was not very good in the first half. So I think we need to get better in this.
All right, thank you, guys. We'll let you get back to your locker room.
Thank you.
Now we'll take an opening statement from Coach Self. Give us your thoughts on the game today.
Well, I thought, you know, obviously we made shots, and everything looks better when you make shots. But, you know, Chaminade's the type of team that you know, if they get comfortable and score the ball well early, which they actually did against us, you know, it gives them confidence, and they can certainly hang around. And I thought that, you know, obviously our offense was good enough to kind of keep them at arm's distance, and then we started guarding them a little bit better as the game wore on.
Questions for Coach? Start with Rob in the second row.
Coach, I don't know how much you can say about this, but can you comment at all on the Diallo situation with the letter that came out today?
Did something come out today? I didn't see anything today that came out. So only thing I know is, and I commented last couple of days. I guess I can comment again. Though the only thing I know is I think our athletic director was contacted today that they're working on it. So that's all I know concerning that situation.
Fourth row on the left side.
Bill, at this point, as the frustration continues to mount, how disappointed are you that maybe some people higher up at the NCAA and the NCAA leadership, you know, people above the investigators, I guess, haven't stepped in and tried to expedite this process?
Well, I don't know exactly how policy works and how legislation works, or who oversees what, and then who oversees the overseers, or I don't have any idea. So it is disappointing that no one stepped up to the plate so far. But you know, the thing about it is, like, if you talk from the you know, from a macro level, from 30,000 feet, you know, it's frustrating, and it's very hypocritical, I think, of coaches or myself to say, well, if you know, it's a leadership's problem, because everybody you know that it works in an organization, or the higher ups in an organization that big, hires people and has policies in place under them that people are supposed to, you know, definitely work towards and to fulfill the obligations of whatever job responsibility is. So that's what's frustrating, because, you know, I can't say it's leadership, because that would be hypocritical, because I don't think it's coaches' faults totally when somebody in the academic department or the training department or the weight room or whatnot commits a violation, the head coach is totally responsible for that, because the head coach, we do what we can to oversee, but you can have people underneath you or people that work in the same organization that may not carry out the assignment the way it was designed to carry out. So I don't fault any blame with leadership, because if I did, then and if coaches fault blame in that, then the way we feel about how coaches are being talked about and how we're responsible when we do everything we can to make sure negative things don't happen, but we're still responsible for a tutor in the academic department that we never met. I think that would be very hypocritical to say that it's all leadership's fault. I think the bottom line is there's some flaws in policies, and certainly the lack of partnership, I think, is the thing that's most frustrating than anything else with Sheck.
Second row, right side.
Bill, how would you rate your offense tonight, and what was the key to blowing the game open?
Well, Gary, when you make shots, it's you got a chance to score a lot of points, and we scored a lot of points, and we were decent in transition, but I don't know if our offense was great. When you have a big size advantage and you can throw it inside and have 6'9" score against 6'4", 6'5", you should get some easy baskets. So, but I do think we got the ball in good places tonight. So hopefully we can continue to do that.
Front row, right side.
You obviously had them overmatched in a lot of ways. Were you pretty pleased with that said about the response? I mean, coming off of Michigan State, just how hard you guys played and with intensity.
Yeah, I guess we played pretty hard. We didn't seem like we guarded very well, but for a good part of the game. But that's one thing with our guys normally, and there's always exceptions, but we usually do play pretty hard, and we compete pretty hard and play with pretty good energy. And certainly the reason we lost to Michigan State didn't have anything to do with those three things. We just didn't close, and they played better down the stretch. So, but it was, if you call it an answer, it was good to get back on the winning track. But certainly we know that I don't want to sound negative towards Chaminade, but we knew coming in that if we played well, we had a size factor, a size advantage, and depth advantage and things like that. But moving forward now, every game, next two nights is going to be very difficult.
Bill, I think you guys shot 29 threes tonight, and I know some of it was the way they guarded you guys, but is that a number you're comfortable with? And I guess if teams are giving you that, do you like this team shooting that many threes? That's a lot of threes for us. But instead of looking at how many threes you shoot, I think you should look at what percentage of threes you shot. Because sometimes, if there's 80 shots and you shoot 25, that seems like a lot, but it's maybe not as many. If you shoot 18, there's only 50 shots. So I think that you should look at percentage, but I don't know exactly what that is. That would probably be around 38% or so like that. So that is a lot of threes. But when the team plays zone, naturally you're probably gonna shoot more threes.
We'll take two more questions for Coach. Right side.
What did you think of Svi's game tonight and Selden?
Well, I thought. Well, Wayne's a huge key to our team. I thought Wayne did some nice things. Had a couple of bad basketball plays, but I thought he played very well. And of course, he made a couple of shots, which is always good to see, which sets up driving it for him. But I thought Svi was pretty good. We need Svi to be aggressive, especially over here, because we're not playing with near as much depth on the perimeter. So we need him to be one of our key players and one of our go-to guys, and he was tonight.
Final question for Coach. All right, left side, second row.
I mean, yeah, just going into the rest of this tournament, what do you think is going to be the key for you guys in coming out with the championship?
Well, we gotta guard better, and we certainly can't foul like we did. Whenever the other team's in the bonus with 15 left or whatever it is, so 14 left, you play defensive while you're on defense. You play like not to foul as opposed to play to guard. So we got to do a better job of guarding the ball and certainly keeping teams off the free throw line and not putting us in a situation where we can't be aggressive. I think that's as much of a key for us as anything else. And then we you got to make shots. When you can run bad offense and come away with 3 points,
that's a huge advantage. And certainly there were several times tonight we didn't really run great offense or anything, but we were able to come away with baskets just because guys stepped up and made plays.
Thank you for your time. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.